Hello and welcome to the Effing One Show podcast. There you go. I'm your host with the most, Wayne, and this is Brendan. Say hello, Brendan. We know hardly any. Have you changed the sound on that to the microphone?
So that it started with a microphone again.
Yeah, good. I don't know what one it started with, but the other one was way better.
No, it's the
good one?
It's a computer one, yeah.
What was the other one then? Oh, the other one. Oh, that one.
Is that one any good? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, yeah, go with the computer one.
How's that one? Is that better?
Okay. Right.
Is that better?
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. So, what am I doing here? So, what
really
we're going to... I don't know, mate. This is a first tester. This will be going up, so I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
I have a couple of topics. Yeah.
You've got what?
It's got a hazelnut in every bite.
Oh.
Topic.
That's what she said.
You've seen that, have you? When am I going to get a background?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Background.
The quality assured there. There you go. There's the sound effects going on there. How'd you like that, people?
Classy.
Classy. Right, what are we going to talk about? I think we should talk about who's in what team. Well, I was going to... Right, let's see the team lineups. Team lineup 2020.
Let me share. Share this list of topics that I thought about.
Oh, okay. Let's do this.
There you go.
You just did that.
Yeah, silence your phone.
Okay.
Semi-professional.
Right. I think we've all established that this isn't professional. Right. So, well, let's look at the team lineup first. Let's have a look. Let's just... What we could do is we could go through...
The same as last season, isn't it?
You what? Is it the same as last season?
With only Shang Zhuzhou, the Chinese guy.
No, Lewis Hamilton, George Russell. Okay, we'll start at the back of the grid. Let's start with my old mate Nicky.
With your favourite, yeah, Nicky.
Okay. Shall I share this screen? Am I allowed to share the F1? Well, let's do it, and we'll soon find out.
Yeah, it's public domain, isn't it?
Is it? Share desktop 2. There we go. Right, let's go. Can you see that? Can you see the screen there?
No.
Oh, because I haven't pushed the share button. Share. How about that? Can you see that?
That's him.
Who's that?
That's
Right, let's go right to the back. Here we go.
So hang on. Nicky and Mick Schumacher are further behind than the Chinese lad that's never driven an F1 before.
He's never driven in F1. Oh, listen to why I just jumped at you. He's never driven in F1 before. But but that's just right. It's the same line. Let's just go with Nicky. Come on. First come in, last to leave. Vettel praised his incredible job from Schumacher in rookie season. I'm sorry. No.
We talked about this before. We showed you the stats. It slapped you down. You was outclassed in every single demographic you want to measure.
I care about my feelings, okay?
Oh,
and my feelings are this
him.
Guy gets a pass here because his name's Schumacher.
It doesn't matter what his name is. He still beat him in every measurable quantity.
I don't know. All right, you could say this guy gets a pass because his daddy pays for it.
Yeah, daddy owns a team.
But I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's why he's got a seat in the race.
I do get the feeling.
Let's move on to the more interesting ones.
Okay, who's this guy? He looks like he's in that BTS, isn't it? BTS? He looks like a member of a boy band.
Are you allowed to say that?
BTS? BTS is alright, isn't it? Hey, I said that. Who said that? Okay.
Yeah, but he's Chinese.
He's Chinese. So he's a communist.
Yeah, he's a Formula F2 champion, I think.
Are communists allowed to join F1? I don't know. Are they allowed out of the country?
Well, they're providing a load of money.
Oh, jeez.
So he's as eligible as your friend Nicky, except he's actually. I think he won.
Where is Nicky from?
Russia.
Austria. See, that's not
you really dig in deep to your the people you like, don't you?
Listen, I'm the old timer. See, I know. You want to talk about Formula One in 1987 and 86?
I'm sure there's definitely a market for that.
I'm your man, but not. Well, when they come in and they were born literally yesterday, these people. We've got Alfa Romeo. We've got Bottas, the old man. Here we go, Bottas.
I think he will be absolutely fantastic.
You think he'll be fantastic?
Yeah.
What's his results like in F2?
Thank you. Who's Zhou? Or Bottas?
What's this guy's name again? Sorry.
Guanyu Zhou. He was born in 1999.
So you said the words, but none of those letters corresponded with what you said.
Guanyu Zhou.
Wan. There's no W.
Guanyu Zhou.
Wan Yu Zhou. Okay.
So the way you pronounce it is the other way around. So yes. So the Chinese put their surname first. So his first name, his surname, no, his known by name is Guanyu, which is the Guanyu.
Yeah.
And then Zhou is his surname. Guanyu Zhou.
Okay.
Okay. So
Wan.
I think.
And our good old Bottas is there.
Yeah, I think Bottas will be. I think you'll see a different kind of Bottas, more settled, and he'll get in and perform more consistently. Just because he's got the security of a multi-year contract and he's a top dog in the team.
He's going to be number one driver in Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
What were their results like last year? You're the man on the stats here. I'm not the stats guy. I'm not playing the dumb guy. We're a double act, you're the one that thinks he's not dumb.
Stato.
And I'll literally be the dumb guy.
Giovinazzi put in some good results, considering the car that they had, and Kimi put in some good results on different occasions.
Yeah,
and
Kimi.
I forgot to get my glass of wine as well. Or is that Ribena you're on?
That's wine.
Okay. Yeah, so they did all right. I think the car will be all right.
Anyway, nothing. Right, so let's have a look. Right, so are we done Alfa Romeo there?
Yeah.
Done with that?
Yeah.
Wan No Joe. What's his name?
Wan Yu
Zhou.
Yeah.
Wan Yu Zhou.
Guanyu Zhou.
Right, that's going to take some fucking practice, isn't it? Right, okay. And we have these two guys.
Another paid driver, right? And Alex Albon.
You do know Niki Lauda was a paid driver, wouldn't you? You did know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's been a load of paid drivers. But
well, that's another topic. You pay, you play. You pay, you play.
They're the only people who can afford to spend the time and the money to get that good, aren't they? Though?
That's it. So
it'll be nice to see Alex Albon back in. I think he's a good personality. I think he brings quite a lot to the social side of F1.
Yeah. The social side of F1. Okay.
Yeah. He's part of the kind of crew with Lando Norris and George Russell and Charles Leclerc.
Oh, the party animals. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. He's part of that generation. He's part of that crowd that came up through karting together as well. And but they remain friends because they karted with Max as well. But I don't think any of them talk to Max anymore.
Do you don't think so?
I
think it was interesting at the end of last season. Like George Russell was still almost shilling for Mercedes at the end in the last interview. You know.
He's always.
It's like I think it's out of order. So, George, you've got the contract. You don't have to.
Yeah, but he's that. Who was it that? Who was it that said that there's no characters in the paddock anymore? They're all just clones. There's no proper characters, and Kimi was the last of them. Kimi was the last proper character. As interesting and as visible as these guys are, there's not one of them. Danny Ricciardo's borderline, but he'd have been paled into significance.
He's a tiny bit squeaky clean, Daniel Ricciardo, isn't he?
Yeah.
What I want to see is the old. For me, I'm still back in the 70s, aren't I? You know what I want to see. Oh.
Yeah. You want to see James Hunt and his speedos, don't you?
Oh, I'm just going to type Hunt. There you go. And I'm going to get something completely different. I'm going to get a film. I'll put James in. I'll put
You silly Hunt.
You silly Hunt.
James
Hunt images.
Saw there in your search history.
There you go. Look, that's what you want to see in Formula One. That's what you want to see. You want to see
Is
it
that
do?
the fueling nozzle beside him?
Yeah, he probably sat on the fuel.
Yeah,
that's the fuel in this fella.
No, hang on. Is that the front? That's the front of the car. There is that. What's that yellow thing on the front there? Make that picture bigger, will you?
Jesus. Yeah, I've got that kind of technology. I've clicked on it now. Oh, now we're on another F1 page. Yeah, what?
That'll be the wrong picture. There we go. Scroll down there. So that's the front of the car.
Someone's hat. Someone's yellow hat. It's her hat. It's obviously her matching gold attire.
Yeah, there we go.
That wasn't even his wife then, was it? Was that his wife?
Don't know.
What you want to see is you want to see James Hunt. James Hunt punching marshals. This is what you call characters, right? Marshals. Video. There's a video. More. Remembering James on the intimate. He likes to punch a marshal. Where is it? Is this it?
Good to see you had all this prepped.
I told you the clues in the title. Here we go. Look, this is how you do it. This is it. There's a couple of them as well. There's another one where
full screen it.
Okay. Here we go. Nice bit of music going there. Is that coming out of the? I don't know where that's coming from.
No, it's not.
But he's getting out of the car. No free advertising, please. He's had enough. No. It's almost for the camera, isn't it? It's like, you all right, buddy? No.
Well, so he goes back and checks he's all right. Okay.
And then he goes, I'm really sorry. I punched you in the face there. That's what you want. That's what we want. A little bit of casual violence. You know, F1.
Well, Michael
I don't know who's speaking
down the paddock. Let Michael Schumacher chasing down the paddock.
Can you imagine Alex Albon doing that? Yeah, the Michael Schumacher chasing down the paddock. And if you watch that scene, right? I tell you now, a movie director could not have directed the camera work on that scene. It cuts from him, it cuts right, and it gets the cameraman gets right inside that garage, doesn't he? And you see him just
who he's going to.
Absolutely amazing. That cameraman should be like working for Spielberg. Whoever. Anyway,
I think Albon has that potential to. He likes getting his elbows out, and he likes to. He's not nicey like George Russell. You know, he's not got that. He's not got the Ferrari contract. He's not got the Mercedes contract to worry about. You know, Red Bull kind of like bad boys like that. They're not going to care if he badmouths other teams. So I think, there's a possibility he might, if he comes, if he was in George Russell's seat in that crash with Bottas last year, then Russell knew he'd screwed up, right? But it was a racing incident.
Yeah.
But Russell couldn't say what he wanted to say publicly because he knew he was contracted, he was managed by Toto Wolff. Whether or not he knew at that point he was going to get the Bottas' seat or if he was in the running for it, he was still managed by Wolff and he wouldn't have said anything about it. I bet you Albon would have shouted off about it.
Yeah, but that was totally Russell's fault. That was not Bottas' fault.
Doesn't matter. They're still going to fight their corner, aren't they? And what I mean is he would have got a different response.
Are Williams going to get anywhere next year? I mean, are Williams really going to get anywhere? Give me some hope.
They are improving. I think it would be nice to see it. I think Dorothy Capital have done well for them. And Jos Capita is doing all right as a team principal.
I think they should change their livery to the 1990s and late 80s livery.
No, you need the hot time machine, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. I know, it's pathetic. Right, okay.
Right.
Here's our old man
Vettel. Another one whose daddy owns a team.
Does Vettel's dad own that team?
Are you taking the piss?
I'm such a dickhead, aren't I? Oh shit. Okay. His dad owns a team. Who is it again?
Yeah. Lance Stroll. He didn't do brilliantly last year in a crappy car. Which kind of shows that he's not as good a driver as, if Daddy didn't own the team, he might not be in there.
Okay.
So
I'm sensing some daddy issues here going on, but yeah, go on.
What would mean?
Yeah. Vettel, what about him? I mean, I think he did a stellar performance last year.
I think he's a class act, all in all. I think off track, on track, he's a good driver when he gets a good car. He
the only one that doesn't do the social media thing, doesn't do the horn on the social media.
But he goes out and he cleans the paddock or he cleans the stadiums, and there was a great stick that or piece that for Sky Sports did with I think it was Ted Kravitz standing at the exit of the park, the stadium. Yeah. And it was like, there's Danny Ricciardo going past in his McLaren, there's Charles Leclerc in his Ferrari, and they counted out all the drivers. Oh, and here's Seb coming past on his pushbike, and it was just like, he's so wholesome, he's just a nice guy.
It's wholesome, yeah.
Everyone's saying cut down on carbon emissions and all that kind of crap. He's the only one that went on his bike. Everyone else has got a big supercar,
Yeah, they're all full of shit, basically. They're all full of shit. Yeah. But, they all do their little kneel and all that business at the beginning, but it's all virtue.
Hamilton's a prime example. Oh, yeah, I'm plant-based, but I'm flying in a private jet.
Yeah. I would say, don't worry, it's run on rapeseed oil.
Oh, nice. Yeah, brilliant, yeah. But he flies it alone, There's other ones that all fly together, Max, Checo, Daniel Ricciardo all share social media pictures of them all sharing a plane. That I don't have so much of an issue with, but it's on your own, then I have an issue with that.
You personally have an issue with that?
Yeah, I personally, yeah.
Right, here we go.
To have an opinion.
You're allowed to have an opinion. That's what it's all about. Right, okay. Here we go.
Glitteruses, every cunt's got one.
Okay. I can beat these things out. I'm going to have to beat these things out, aren't I?
Oh, yeah, are you? Okay.
Oh, no, that's just... I could just go... There you go. I'll put those in. There you go. I'll put those in.
Everyone's got one, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yuki and Pierre, I like these two. I think they're a good team. I think they've got a good car. I think they're
Gasly.
Yeah.
I was really worried about the name wrong there. He's really dependable. His performances last year.
Yeah.
Consistently in the top 7. Yeah. What was his performance last year? I don't know.
Top 4 and 5 quite often.
Move it around. Okay. I'm going to just check. I don't want that on there. I don't want James Hunt. Let me put that there. I'm 2 screens. I've got 2 screens. It's like Minority Report. Gasly's results 2021. I'm one of those old people that says what they're typing while they're typing. Okay. We just got Gasly results. Driver stand Pierre Gasly. Driver stands Pierre Gasly. I'll be better prepared by the time the start of the season comes, mate. Don't you worry. Gasly's F1 season statistics. Come on. I've clicked it.
Position 17th, 7, 10, 10, 6, 3, 7, DNF, 9, 11, 5th, 6th, 4th, DNF, 13, 6, DNF, 4th, 7th, 11th, 6th, and 5. So majority top 10.
Majority top 10. Worst was did not finish and then 11th. Is that the lowest?
17th. He was 17th in Bahrain. Oh. And then 13th.
He's bankable, isn't he? I mean, you're going to take him in. If you've got a car that can get in the top 10, he's bankable.
I think good for AlphaTauri, you know, middle, sort of upper middle team. You know, they've got the backup of Red Bull. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the engines if they get the crappier version.
Isn't that where Vettel started? What were they called back then?
Toro Rosso.
Toro Rosso. Just checking. Yeah. Also, formerly known as Toro. Literally says it on the screen. Yeah, that's where Vettel had his first win. First win with that. There you go. See, I can do some stats.
Nice.
I mean, this guy's good. A good driver. I think he's a good driver. Not making any aspersions to the height and this picture. Maybe there's a perspective thing going on.
No, they make a big thing about it. There's a great picture of them at the Nürburgring. See if I can find it and then send it to you. Where they're standing, you know, the bank corner.
Yeah. And he's actually the same height. Okay.
Yeah, and he's like 2 feet away from him. Where is it?
I'll find it. Let me get my assistant on it. Gasly.
I think it might have been an Instagram post.
No. I can't spell Nürburgring. Look at that. Look at
no, that's why I've given up.
Jesus, I literally just realised that I was typing that in.
And at least your bad spelling is on the.
No, it's just pictures of them hugging. Nicky Lat, 1976 comeback, Nürburg. No, it's just pictures hugging.
Yeah, they do a lot of social media stuff, obviously for the fashion brand as well. And it was one of them, you know.
Oh, so he's all right with his short stature?
Yeah, they make a...
What's his height? Now, here comes... Now, we're going into the big boys now. We're moving on. I think McLaren's going to have a good year next year. I've called it already.
Do you want the answer to the height or not?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I do. Jesus. Come on. Right, so I think... Go on, what's the height?
Hang on. Yuki is 1.59 meters. So 2 meters.
Oh, Jesus, really?
Yeah.
I don't... 1.5... Oh, he's short. 2 meters is a door. I'm looking at my door. So he's... that is quite short, isn't it? I don't know what that would be in old money. So here we go now. Here we go. I don't know why I said McLaren. For some strange reason, I was actually meant Alonso's going to have a good year. But I do think McLaren's going to have a good year. I've got a feeling.
McLaren?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they were coming on to a game. I think with a new car, it's going to help Danny.
The thing is as well, and this is a perfect example, like the Bottas.
5'2".
5'2", thank you. I think this is a perfect example, like with Bottas, where he's not got to grips with the car. So, like with Bottas, it was always the tyres warming up and things like that. His style of driving in the car weren't matching. And we're going to get crucified if we leave comments on. Not that anyone's going to. We've still only got 2 subscribers, so no one's going to see us.
It's me and you.
Yeah. I don't know about Norris as a person.
Why not?
I don't know. I've read somewhere in the press that people think he's a bit of a, bit of a prick. It's a bit of a prick.
But what, arrogant or what?
Yeah, a little bit, almost. But then again, he's only 10, isn't he? He's about 10. Well, how old is he?
He's 21, 22.
Fucking, can you imagine that? Imagine being 21, 22 and having that much
at your feet.
At your feet.
But then, that's the biggest worry. What do you do after it?
Well, I read an interview with Jenson Button when he won the World Championship. See, I do read things. And
I bet there's pictures in it.
He said he was like completely. First of all, I got that. First of all, he said that he couldn't sleep the night when he won the championship. But then it's like the next day, it's like, oh,
what did you do next?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going with that.
That's Nico Rosberg did the right thing. He's like, boom, mic drop.
I think so. I think so as well. I'm going to nail it, and I'm going to leave on top. I'm going to leave as
nobody can take it off me.
Yeah, no one can beat me for that world champion. The next,
Lewis Hamilton beat Michael Schumacher.
No one can say they've beat former world champion. So I mean, so he's a former world champion, but no one's beaten him as a former world champion.
Nobody's taking the title off him.
Yeah. But
I think Lando's a really good driver. I think he's a good kid. I think he sorted his head out a lot last year, concentrated more, got off social media, and then his results came in as a result of that.
Okay. That really sounded professional. Now we're talking about Alonso. Karma. So, Alonso, how long is this?
Are we talking about the teams as well? Because Alpine have been through a bit of the middle at the moment. They've lost Alain Prost as a.
I was about to bring that. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, the team principal. They've gone through a new team principal to set third team principal in 3 years. Abiteboul is apparently getting lined up for management position with Red Bull's engine manufacturer.
Yeah.
Manufacturing side. So they're in turmoil at the moment. Alonso must be like, well, what have I done? Because he's nailed his colours to the flag there. He keeps going on about how he wants to help. Alpine. He's in it for the team. He's in. He wants to get a race-winning car and all that. And they're just screwing the pooch in the background. So.
I think it's like when you hear things like that, it is like next year's just a complete unknown, isn't it?
Yeah. They could have you never know. Car.
You could talk the Brawn story, that they were on their arse. Although that double diffuser did help, didn't it?
Yeah.
Alpine. So we've done McLaren. Have we done McLaren?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Now we're getting to the big boys. Ferrari. Are Ferrari ever going to win a championship ever again? It's just.
I don't see it in the next couple of years. I think they'll get two very good, talented drivers. I think Charles Leclerc's been shown up as a bit of a
bit of an also-ran.
Yeah, I was, somebody that was hyped to be one of the new greatest, and then Carlos comes in and just pretty much wipes the floor with him.
That whole
did a lot
Monaco
better
incident,
in a new car.
That whole Monaco incident for me, you know what I think about that?
Yeah, that was iffy.
The
more I think about it, and the more you see what happened at the end of Abu Dhabi, and the number of people that are involved, and the strings that are getting pulled, and the calls that are getting made.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely something went on there.
It was a gentleman's agreement. I'll always say it and always will. But yeah, Carlos Sainz they've been about evenly matched, haven't they, really?
No.
Okay, brilliant. That's
Carlos is
felt like it. I'm all about the feels on my side here.
Yeah. You just think Charles has got that steely glaze looking at you. You're like, ooh, I like that.
Okay, we're going down that route straight away.
He could look at me like that all day long.
All night long, look at him. It's like, he's looking at him like, really? You're going to make me? I'd hate you, but you're so gorgeous. I can't. That's what he's looking at me.
Ravage me.
Come here.
Oh, you gotta get.
Okay, that's enough Ferrari.
Right.
What I was talking about. Tell me about the Ferrari team, because you're going to know all this. I'm going to sip this wine, and you're going to do about 7.
I mean, still
management. Still, who's in charge of Ferrari now? Still the little guy with the glasses now.
And the big hair, yep.
He looks like something what is it, Barton Fink? What actor played him? I don't know. Looks like him. Barton Fink.
Yes.
Do that. I'm not doing it, actually. Sorry.
Egon Spengler.
Yeah. He's that kind of vibe.
Yeah. The mad scientist.
Yeah.
He's gone for or certainly towards the end of last season. I thought he was going to get fired, but he ended up doing support from Maranello. He came off the pit wall, and he didn't go to some of the races. And Ferrari performed better, actually. So I don't know if they're going to put a new.
So he didn't get fired, but he was put on sabbatical.
He's still team principal, but if you notice that. They all have different. The team principals all sit in different places.
Right.
Some of them are on the pit wall, obviously.
Okay.
Safnauer and Christian Horner. Total's in the garage. Jos Jos Capito was in the garage, but you know he's in Maranello back at the base with all the data and the telemetry. You know, there's no difference in the speed of the information he gets now.
It's just take him away from the camera.
Don't know. Maybe there was somebody in the
look at it.
mechanic
P3
team
not our target, says Binotto. Is that Binotto?
Yeah.
Oh God, thank God for that. But 2021 results give Ferrari self-confidence. That's a very interesting term. I've given my self-confidence. You didn't win that, did you? I mean, did they win a race? No, nearly.
Nearly. Yeah, because Carlos got on the podium at Monaco, didn't he? Just to piss Charles off.
No, the other race that they caught him. What race was that? They caught him his time. I think it was it. Oh, the problem is once I sleep, that's it. Ferrari nearly, did it, and but Hamilton got him at the end. It must have been Hamilton. What race was that? Oh, dude, Jesus. Right, okay, let's go to the big boys. Here we go, big guns. How long has Checo got in his team? I mean,
so when they were dealing with when they were talking about who was available,
right?
They all said that Checo was only available until 2022.
Right.
So they hinted that he didn't have a contract for last year when he was with Racing Point.
Right.
He didn't have a contract for last year, but he had something lined up for 2022. So I don't know if, I mean, he's definitely been renewed for this year.
Well, it says it on this website. It's seat safe.
Certainly for this year, but
is he a safe?
He did really well. He's good.
He did all right.
Yeah, I think he is.
I don't think he did anybody. I think he's about the same as Danny Rick.
No, he did much better.
He's better than Danny Rick. Well, it's just hyperbole, isn't it?
Well, no, he did better than Danny Ricciardo in a new car.
Is it hyperbole or conjecture? He did all right, and he settled into the car quicker.
And he won Grand Prix,
Oh yeah, that thing, yeah, winning.
Yeah.
What about that?
It kind of counts every now and then.
I don't know why Christian Horner now is just starting to grate on me.
Why?
I don't know. Just the whining from that last couple of races. The pair of them, him and Toto.
Yeah, they need a bit of a slap down.
They need
to just be civil. It's nice, thinking of them
just
as
put
friends and go out.
The toys back in the box, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
We've had fun. Last year was great, but all that,
I take it personally.
It's when they were trying to. What got me was like, our offer is this. Let me just.
Yeah, our offer, Michael. That is one of the things that I was just going to discuss. That was on my list of suggested topics. Was the race director and how that's managed.
Okay.
And I think what's going to happen is, I don't know.
Go on.
I think F1 and the people that own it won't allow FIA won't allow a driver to dictate who the personnel are. I think Michael Massey will keep his job, or keep a job within the FIA as part of a race director team. He won't be the race director. He'll have some kind of position within that team because he's got years of experience doing it.
Yeah.
And everyone's always said that he's understaffed. So if he goes in with other people around him, a comms guy, somebody in charge, so it's not Michael in charge of the race, but him certainly there, I think that's what the outcome or the resolution.
I've never known a season like it where live on air, people are calling up the race director, phoning them up. Literally, what I call the boss, I call the race director. Now, years gone by, it was kind of hinted at. Oh, the race stewards will look at that, but never the whole. We'll call him live now on air, and it just for me, it just seemed a bit much, and I could see.
They've always had that direct line.
Yeah.
To race control. It's just the first time it was broadcast to the masses.
Okay. Well, I just pushed a button and that interference noise went. Did it go for you?
I didn't have it.
Okay. Let me just push this button again and see what happens. Oh, I see. So if I charge my... It's interfering.
Be electrical interference. Yeah, what are you charging?
There you go. Well, I was charging the iPad that has the...
Fucking hell!
Oh,
that was fucking stupid.
Who's that?
Whoever
Who's
was
this?
at the front. They want to kill us or what? Whoever did that should be fucking banned.
Who's that?
myvoicey.network.
Oh, wow. It's got an advert at the end of that voice clip. I didn't notice that. I have to trim that off. Let's do it again. I feel like we should play...
Fucking hell! That was fucking stupid from whoever was at the front. They want to kill us or what? Whoever did that should be fucking banned.
myvoicey.network.
Is that Giovinazzi?
No.
Is that the one where they all piled up and they all flipped and did all that sort of silliness?
It's Hulkenberg. I don't know what it was. I don't know what... Yeah.
Fucking hell! That was...
Yeah. I could just push it once.
Fucking hell!
That's got a real...
Fuck!
Okay, so yeah, the whole race director thing. We'll get back to that. Okay, let's go back. First of all, I'm going to scroll up. You're going to gather your thoughts, and I'm going to top up my wine. He's got beautiful eyes, old George Russell, isn't it? Where's the picture of Hammy? Oh, no picture of Hammy. Right, let me just.
No, he's not confirmed yet.
What? He's still not confirmed.
No.
No way.
Way. Another favorite podcast.
let me just get some. Hey, hold up.
What are you doing?
Okay. So he's not confirmed yet. So George Russell could have. What would happen if he doesn't? You know.
So this is. There's plenty of F2 drivers that are ready to step up, right?
So thank God you know all this shit, because I don't know anything about this.
Mercedes,
like I said, if you want to talk about 1987, what a season that was. But yeah, go on.
There's a couple of ways that Mercedes could deal with it. Obviously, Toto Wolff runs a management team, so there's the people that he manages, like Esteban Ocon, right? There's also Mercedes junior drivers that owe Mercedes some time. Right. Allegedly, there's a buyback clause on Valtteri's contract as well.
Really?
But I think I would love to be in the room if they offer that and watch Valtteri saying that.
Well, what was that? Who's he driving for again? AlphaTauri?
No.
That's what I said. Alfa Romeo. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said it.
You know all the teams, don't you?
There we go.
But then the other option is that they buy somebody out of their current contract that's getting no affiliation with Mercedes at all.
Or the other one is you bring this guy back in.
Fucking hell!
You bring that guy back in.
He's signed for Alpha.
He's signed for Alpha?
He's Alpha's reserve driver, not Alpha, Aston Martin. He's Aston Martin's reserve driver.
Oh, no.
But he's the greatest driver never to win a race. He's a nice guy and everything. But
when he came back, was it this year he came back or was it last year?
No, last year, yeah.
When he came back, I thought it was awesome. I thought he did a great job.
Yeah.
Solid job for someone not been in that car.
He hadn't got any better.
Yeah.
So
you're consistent in your failures. No, you.
Yeah. Even though you're getting older, you're still consistent.
Yeah.
But one of the most controversial options is that, and I think I mentioned this the other week to you, that Sebastian Vettel would go over to Mercedes. Mercedes would buy him because he's not happy at Aston Martin,
isn't he?
The Aston Martin car is one of the is the closest to Mercedes, so it wouldn't be too much of a learning curve, even though the cars are going to be completely different. All the operation and the engine are the same. He worked with Otmar Safnauer for a long time, way back in Toro Rosso and all that kind of stuff, right? And that was one of the he went to Aston, and now that Otmar's left, it's like, well, would he jump if he was offered enough in a race-winning car? He could get a 5th championship. That's what he's been offered right there.
Do you think that's... And no Hamilton? And it'd literally be Alonso Hamilton from like 2007, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It would be Russell and Vettel in a car. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't see Hamilton walking away. He wouldn't want to walk away on a loss. He's not walked away. Let's have a look. No. Are you sure you got the latest news on this?
He has not confirmed. He's done one press event for Mercedes, which was a Petronas advert in China, where he had a new haircut. He's had his hair all shaved off, and that's the only image that's been released of him anywhere in the world since he walked away in Abu Dhabi.
Well, this is the Daily Express, so this is obviously.
Yeah, it will probably show you that picture. But
what picture?
It's everywhere. Everybody's the picture of him. It's a video of him and George Russell talk to the Chinese audience on behalf of Petronas and Formula One.
Oh look, we've got Good Morning Britain here. Rumours, Jenson Button, and
everywhere. Jenson Button's on there saying that he won't.
Is that the Hulk with him? Is the Hulk sat next to him? No way. Who's sat next to him? Let me just share this screen again. Where is it?
Our viewers are going to love these technical interludes.
They are. I'm going to edit them out, okay? I'm going to edit them out. Or not. I told you. Look, he's sharing. Is that the Hulk next to him? Jenson Button there? Can I play this video? Will it get struck?
In the public domain.
Is it? Don't just keep saying public domain. Lots of things are in the public domain. Doesn't mean I can play the videos. Well, I'm clicking it. It's not happening here, is it? It's not doing it. It's not doing it. But is that Hulkenberg next to him?
I don't know. Depends what they're punting.
Is this just a screenshot? Formula One Jenson Button on rumours that Hamilton's going to retire. Oh. Old photo. I don't know what that is. Who's that guy? Oh, it's football. Football. That's the other podcast I don't know nothing about. Oh no, God, no! Get him off the screen for Christ's sake.
Him, don't you?
That's another story. Yeah, I want to see that guy sweat. Yeah, I do. But anyway, back to Formula One. So you don't think?
I think Lewis will be back. Right.
He'll be back. He won't want to leave that way.
I think they'll have an announcement. The FIA will make an announcement on the 14th. I think they said they were going to release the announcement.
Valentine's Day. Like a beautiful.
And then I think Mercedes are launching their car on the 18th.
Has anybody shown us one of their cars yet?
Not yet.
So now I'm ahead of the curve. I know that someone has shown some of pictures of their car somewhere.
Yeah,
they've teased it on Insta, whatever that means. New F1 car, but not the whole car. They do that whole look at the picture of the side pod, you know. Oh,
yeah. Here's the sticker saying it was tested because there was the rumours going around that the Mercedes and the Red Bull didn't pass their crash impact tests. Yeah, Mercedes are launching on the 18th. Aston on the 10th, McLaren 11th, AlphaTauri 14th, Ferrari 17th, Mercedes 18th.
Are you contractually obliged to do that? I mean, can you just like say, look, I'm doing it the night before. We're going to announce like a week before.
Yeah, you have to show it, and then they've got the testing.
So what's this here? Mercedes, AlphaTauri, and Williams all reveal first glimpse. That's not a glimpse, is it?
Well, I think that's a mock-up, isn't it?
Of the 2022 cars as off-season build-up begins. F1 following a I can't read out loud. F1 following a dramatic 2021 title fight is welcoming a new era this year with big car changes made with aim of improving overtaking and excitement. Bottas did a test, didn't he? He said that it doesn't really feel like there's much difference. That's what he said. But that's Bottas.
Yeah, but
he can't drive the thing.
Lando Norris.
He just can't get the tyres warmed up, even in the simulator.
Lando Norris said it was a very different driving experience.
Yeah, well, everything's different for him. He's only 5, isn't he? So
it's not a go-kart.
He gets in on Nissan Micra. This is a very different driving experience. New year, new Mercedes. Me.
Mercedes.
That's what they've done. That's really lame. It's like someone saying effing one. It's not. The image which followed a video of the world champions firing up the engine in W3. It's a bit dark, isn't it? It's just so. Right, okay, let's have a look at this one. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, look, there's a picture of a number.
Yeah, but it's George Russell's new number on the Mercedes livery.
Oh, looks like it's going to go faster than Lewis already. Oh, hello. 50% off. If she's there all day, if you were running a gym, you'd employ a woman like that, wouldn't you? You'd employ her just to work out all day.
We have a gym.
By a window. You'd employ one or two beautiful girls to work out all day by a window. Immediately now.
Have you seen that? I'll show you that offline then.
Oh.
The gym that we've just opened.
Don't mind us. We're just geeking out and getting. All right, thank you, teacher. Just geeking out and getting excited for 2022 season. When big corporations do this, they try and be, you know what I mean? Like when Shredded Wheat do a tweet about something, try and be funny. Stop it. I'm not on Twitter anyway, but that kind of like, oh, KFC are arguing with Burger King. Are they? Really? Anyway, here's that looks nice. It's retaining some of the old classic colours here, I think. There's a callback going on. There's a tiny callback. Let's have a look. Oh, I've got to go on this, have I? I've got to log in. Yeah, there's a callback to. I'll get some of these pictures up for the next. We'll do another one next week. We do another one of these next week, and we'll get some more info. So let's have a look. Who else? There we go. Oh, that's a better one. Hey, look at that. Number 5. Number 6, you idiot. Get some glasses. Where's my glasses? That's it. Number 6. Got excited then. I thought it was Nigel Mansell's number. Any more here? So that's just the 3 of them that's done it. Oh, there's old Honey Badger. There's a picture of Megs. Well, it's not. Hello. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of pictures. I want to see the Ferrari. Can't they just be a bit more inventive?
Really scared.
I know. So what else are we going to talk about on your little list? Have a look.
Right, what do you think about the race control?
Well, we covered that, didn't we? I think.
Oh,
no, we can still cover it. I like repeating myself. I've had a glass of wine.
What did you think of the sprint race format? Do you think it added anything? Yeah, it did. I liked it. But I don't know whether I'm coloured by the fact that it proved, for me, well, do I like the format? Yeah, I do like the format. It adds a bit of spice. Have we got a sprint race? No. Not going to do a sprint race. No, I don't know. Not announced.
That would be amazing if you did. But I do. Yeah. It just adds a little bit more. You know. I don't know what that means, but it just because otherwise it's a foregone conclusion. A lot of the races, and the sprint race can mix things up once in a while, can't it? So, what do you think? Sorry. What do you think, Brendan?
I think it was a waste of time. Yeah.
You think the whole thing was a waste of time?
I think the sprint race it just ended up being the same grid as it would have been anyway. There was no
really
surprise.
Hamilton put at the back.
Yeah, but that could have happened during qualifying. That was a grid penalty for a technical infringement. That could have happened at any point.
I don't know. I like the fact that he got up halfway up and then I don't know. I kind of liked it. It was a bit different. It's like having a little mini race. Qualifying's all right, but when it's just like, you know.
Do the qualifying. The
qualifying has like the excitement of like the one lap thing. But the sprint race is just. Yeah. So. Yeah, you can't do a sprint race every weekend though. Every weekend they do it, they just can't do that.
No.
But I do like it. So, is it going to be more? How many sprint races did they have?
They only had 4, I think.
4 was it 4? You going to check that?
No.
Okay. 4 it is then. 4 it is.
Yeah.
When I ask you questions, I'm going to pretend that I already knew the answer. So I'm like testing you, but actually you know the answer. I was going, oh, correct. So the sprint race, well, all right. And so petulant Hamilton, you got written here on our little
Yeah, him going off social media and not talking to him. And my point is, or my view on it is that he's got a responsibility to his fans. Can you stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, we're advertising, aren't we? We're advertising. Yeah. We're doing that. I want to get paid.
Competition. You know, me and you are going to take over from Crofty and Ted.
No, Christ.
Well, they've started racing. I think it's got a much better line to it than it's lights out and away we go. Oh, we started racing.
Yeah, no. Who's winning?
I think. It's that guy in the red car.
Yeah. I wish it was the 80s again. Why isn't it the 80s again? There's one thing I don't miss. It's refueling. I always hated that. I always hated refueling.
No, see, that's an
I'm a sweeping statement. I'm just gonna.
So part of the, and no, I can almost guarantee you won't be aware of this, but part of the suggestions the FIA are making is that if there's a safety car incident in the final 2 laps, they will pause the clock, reset it, so there's 2 laps left after the safety car. At any point during the last 2 laps, right? They'll reset they'll finish the safety car session, and then they'll have 2 laps of racing after that, right?
It's like a really small sprint race.
Yes, but it's more like the way they do NASCAR. But in NASCAR, you can refill, right? Now, if you do a 5-lap safety car, and you're at the end of the race and you've got 2 laps to go, or 1 lap to go, look at Vettel, they get into trouble for he lost his podium because he didn't have enough fuel in the tank to test it, right? And that was after a regular race. If they do a 5-lap safety car, 1 lap to go at the end of the race, and then they do another 2 laps on top of that, that's 8 laps on top of the race distance that they haven't accounted for in the fuel. So they're either going to have to fuel the cars so they can do up to X amount more, like 10% more laps, or have to allow refueling during the race.
So, but they can just if there's a safety car, then they can refuel, but not during the race. So, sorry. Yeah, so you were explaining that, and so just don't refuel unless there's a safety car 2 laps from the end. Is that what you're saying?
250 laps in a race.
I'm not going to watch this back. It's going to be so cringe. Right, yeah. I never liked refueling because I'm purist. I like the fact that they've got all of that fuel on there and it could potentially go up in flames. And that's terrible because I know it's dangerous. Oh my God, I'm terrible. I like that added extra of all that fuel. And I liked the fact that, when they're burning fuel off, they get lighter and they get faster and all that. And when refueling happens, no.
But that's just another element of tactics, isn't it? How much do you put in? Are you going to have to bring them in again?
Yeah.
They're looking for ways to slow down the pit stops anyway.
Are they? Because they're going to... Yeah. They're almost 2.9 now, is it 2.8? Is that the record?
1.9.
That's what I said. You're just not this. This is glitching out here. This is glitching out, okay? Technical difficulties, okay? That's what I said.
Right.
I remember seeing the record breakers with Roy Castle, and it was the Brabham tip. See, I've got all the nostalgia going on here. So
that's the record from then.
And it was 4 point. They had this special jack. But it was an air jack, and they made some big deal about it, right? One of those things, we've invented a new thing for something that didn't need changing anyway, but we're so progressive. And it was a hole in the front of the Brabham that they pushed this thing in, and it just pushed it up with air, right? It would have been no quicker. It would have made the pit stop no quicker if the guy just had a jack at the front, But that was like they did a four second pit stop, and it was a Brabham.
Could have been more reliable.
Why have you got to be like that? Why can't you just agree? But anyway, they did this pit stop on record breakers with Roy Castle, and it was 4 seconds, and they were like, "Oh my god, that's the fastest ever pit stop," and that was 2.9. At some point, it's going to be like diminishing returns. There's too many people around the car, which will slow that pit stop down. I don't know. It just seems like they go in the pits and 700 people surround it for 2 seconds, and then they're off.
Yeah.
They must trip over each other. I don't know.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Right.
We done it. We did it.
That's an hour, yeah.
Is that an hour? Jesus.
Right,
I'm gonna have to edit this down. I want to post it by this week, and then we'll do another one next week. We'll see how it goes. Okay. All right, mate. That's been the F1 show. I'll see you later. I'll see you next week. We'll do it next week.
Have a good week.
Get any more gossip? Okay.
And we can talk about the
Hamilton's
60 over the weekend and Hamilton still being retired.
Yeah, Hamilton's still being retired. We'll have nothing to talk about. I'll still know nothing about modern Formula One cars past 1997. It'll be great.
They only have 4 wheels now.
They only have 4. I remember when they had 6 back in the day.
Yeah.
I really wanted the Scare Electrics car of the 6-wheeler, the March, not the Tyrrell. Why would you put the 2 wheels at the front? That Tyrrell. You've got all this turning of the 4 wheels. When at the back you just stick another. All right, I'm going. Right, okay.
Right.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Returning to 6 wheels. I think they should do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Speak to
big turbo fan sucking them down.
That was ban it straight away. One race. Okay, he's won it by 4 hours. Okay, ban it. The race is only 2 hours long. Yeah, he won it yesterday. Yeah, ban it. Anyway, right. We'll speak to you next week. All right, mate. Take it easy, mate.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.